Oh yeah. For those who didn't know, it was actually my birthday in the week. So my birthday was on May 9th, which was a Wednesday. So Ruben actually made me a birthday cake. I did actually do a vlog on it, which will go up on Sunday. So if you're not already subscribed to my channel, please subscribe and hit that bell icon so obviously you get notified when that video goes up, because it's obviously my birthday week. So I go out for a meal with my friends and my family. Like I said, Ruben made me a cake, which is a complete surprise. Didn't even know what it was. The only thing I got told is it was a Disney cake, so that's all I knew. And then we went to London and watched The Lion King. So obviously if you want to check out sort of the behind the scenes, then go please check out my vlogs as well. Right, I'm going to have to put this away, otherwise I'm going to eat all of it now. Hello everyone and welcome to the Disney Shrine. If you're new here, then twice a week I actually do videos. So one video a week is actually say a haul I've done, for example Primark, Disney Store, that kind of thing. And then the other video a week I do is actually something based on the shrine. And this week I'm doing Cinderella. Like I said, I also do a vlog as well, which goes up every Sunday. So please like, subscribe and hit the bell icon so obviously you get notified whenever time I upload. So I'm also doing a giveaway, so if you'd like to stay to the end of the video and all the details will be there for you. Right, I think I've eaten enough cake, so let's get into this. So for me, unfortunately, Cinderella isn't really my favourite princess. It's not like I don't like her, it's just she's never really been one of my favourites. You know, it doesn't mean that I don't like her, she's still part of the shrine. It's just I don't really have a lot of things to do with Cinderella, just on the basis that she wasn't really my favourite. Though there is one thing that I would say is one of my favourites, is the soundtrack. Me and Ruben love the song A Dream Is a Wish Your Heart Makes. And So This Is Love. The reason why we like those ones is because when we went to Disneyland Paris, when they do the fireworks at the end of obviously the castle and the music, So This Is Love is actually one of the ones that they actually played there. And for me it was like, it just kind of reminds me of obviously being back in Disneyland Paris. And we sing it to each other just, you know, out of nowhere. So for me personally, though I don't really like Cinderella, I do actually like the music for it. So this one is a CD that I got. Still has the CD in there as well. So this one is the special edition one. I'm not sure what the difference is between, say, the normal one and the special edition one, because obviously I've only got this one, so I don't know if it's a case of there's a few extra songs on there. Maybe it's where they've had like the end credits on. They might have obviously had a few different singers doing that, so I don't know whether that's the difference. But I did get this for £4.99. It looks like a HMV sticker, because it doesn't actually say it. Basically where this one is, it's kind of covered up the actual, the original sticker, which sometimes would have the company, so for example HMV, that kind of thing. So I think it is HMV. So yeah, so that was one of my favourite ones. I don't actually listen to, say, CDs anymore. I do actually have Spotify, so I do have a Disney playlist which has all the songs on there. So for me personally, I just like this having my collection, because, you know, obviously this is one that I bought myself, but like I said, I don't actually listen to the CD anymore. So the next ones I'm going to talk about are the Tsum Tsum ones, and I've talked about these before. I think it might have been my very first video that I did, where I picked one item from every section, and I think from the Cinderella one, this is the one that I picked. I love this one on the basis that I like the fact that they've actually started doing the Tsum Tsums with more accessories now. So this is why I like this one, because obviously it's got little Cinderella in there. So obviously so she does come out, so obviously you can just have the Tsums in there. And I just like the fact it's like a little tower, and it's got like a little clock on there as well, where it almost says midnight. It's just like a really cute piece where, you know, it's got more incorporated than just the Tsum Tsums. One thing I have noticed with the Tsum Tsums though, because obviously I've got this one which was a later one, and then I've got this one which is an earlier one, and you can definitely see the detail on the how as the Tsum Tsums have been going on, they have actually done more detail. So for example, this is the original one and this is the new one, and just simple things like the dress, you can tell is different, you know, where obviously it's a little bit more detail in it, it's got a little bit more sort of creasing in it. On the front, even like her makeup looks a little bit different. It actually shows she's got blue eyes in this one, whereas this one's got the black eyes. So even her hair as well is slightly different, where it's a little bit more styled, there's a little bit more detail in that one. and the fact that her bun has like a little bit of detail as well. So for me personally, I do actually like the newer ones just because they've put more effort in, there's more detail in them. Like I said, just comparing the old ones to the new ones, you can kind of see them. I did read somewhere, I think it was Facebook, where someone said that they're actually stopping the Tsum Tsum ranges now, and I think Tsum Tsum's been replaced by the Ufufi range. So Ufufis are like these ones, so I think that's what are replacing like any of the Tsum Tsums. So there's going to be more of these things around rather than the Tsum Tsums now. I don't know how true that is. It might be that they're starting to phase it out rather than stop it, so I have no idea. Don't shoot the messenger, I don't know. It's just something that I've read, that apparently they are going to start phasing them out. So it's one of those situations that if you do collect Tsum Tsums, I think some of them are actually going to become rare eventually, on the basis that you're not going to be able to get them elsewhere. So I kind of feel like now's the best time to get them, just because if you go on eBay like in a couple months time, they might be really expensive just because you can't get them as often. So the next ones I'm going to talk about, I have talked about these before. I know I've talked about the Tinkerbell ones. It might have actually been in my Tinkerbell video that I did. If it is, I will link it in the cards for you. And I think I put the picture here as well because I can't remember how to pronounce it. I think it's Ooshies. I didn't get told off by Lucy in my last video for pronouncing it wrong, so I think that's how you pronounce it. So basically it's just these ones, which are like little pen toppers or pencil toppers, and I just think they're really cute. So you get a few different ones. So for example, you get like a normal standard one, you can then get like a see-through kind of like glass one, and then they also do a glow-in-the-dark one as well. So for example, I've got the Rapunzel glow-in-the-dark one. So if I just hold them up, so you can sort of see the difference between them. I don't really like the glow-in-the-dark ones that much because you don't really see much detail, but personally I don't really like those ones. So when it actually comes to collecting those, I'm just like, no thanks. But I do really like these ones. So like I said, you got the normal standard one. I think I actually prefer the sort of the glass see-through. Obviously it's not glass because they're rubber, but just that kind of look, I think I prefer that effect more, just because they do look really pretty because obviously full of glitter. So I have noticed with these ones, it's probably about a couple years now, they actually redesigned the Disney princess. So you had like the normal standard princess, and then they redesigned them by giving them a different hairstyles, different clothes, that kind of thing. So these ones are the newer version, so they obviously have the different hairstyle, which I think are quite nice. I actually quite like the fact that sometimes they do revamp them, because for me personally as a collector, I do like it when I've got different styles, you know, for my collections. If you're not seeing my subscriptions, which I'll also link for you, I get a lot of things from Tokyo. The designs of them are different to what we get over here in the UK, so for me personally, I do actually like it. So for example, the Tinkerbell one that I got, you can tell it's Tinkerbell, but because obviously it's drawn in a different style, it just makes it a little bit more unique for my collections. So I've said before, when obviously I'm opening the subscriptions, that it is really nice for me to have different styles of the characters. So when you look in the shrine, it's not generic, it's not all the same pictures. So that's why I like that these ones have actually incorporated the new style, because it just means I've got a little bit of the old style and the new one in my collection. So yes, I really like these ones. Like I said, they're just pen toppers or pencil toppers. They've got holes on the bottom where you can obviously put your pen or pencil in. The only places I've seen these, I have seen them I think on Amazon, I have seen them on eBay, and personally I've seen them in places like Asda. So I don't know, for example in America, Asda is like the English version and Walmart is the American version. So I'm guessing if I've got them in Asda, then you could probably get them in America in Walmart or possibly Target, places like that. So I like to think that you can get it, it's not just exclusive to the UK, I like to think you can actually get it other places. But like I said, eBay or Amazon would be the best place to get them. But obviously if I can find them, I will link them down below. So I think the ones that I got, I've got 3 or 4 in the packet, but I think you can get ones that got maybe 6 in the packet. So the prices do vary. I can't remember how much I got these for, but I know they weren't that expensive. I think they might have been around about £4, which to be honest works out to be roughly about £1 each. I've not seen them to buy them individually. I've only ever seen them in sets, but like I said, if you go onto eBay, there's bound to be people on there selling them individually, so it's just a case of just looking. So the last things I'm going to talk about, there's a few here that I'll show you. I actually got these from Poundland. I did actually get them over the last year, but at the same time I have noticed things like this actually on eBay as well, so you might actually have to pay a bit more than say £1 on the basis that P&P, that kind of thing, but at the same time they're not that expensive. So the first one I'm going to show you is this one. I've not actually used this one yet, but I'm actually quite tempted to. It's just the Shimmer Lotion. So I have noticed in the Poundland stores, and sometimes even Wilkinson's, they do things like this. They got like shampoos, conditioners, body stuff, which I've got a lot of. So I've not actually used this one yet. I don't know. Oh, it's sealed up, so... Oh, but I can still smell. It smells like sweets. So yeah, so it smells really nice. You can see in the packet, and it does have a little bit of sparkle. So I think that's kind of like a fun thing to use. Obviously, you can use it if you want. I just really liked it in the packets. That's why I've not used it. But there are other things I have started using. So I have actually put the empty ones in my shrine because you can't see what's inside them. But I think because this one is see-through and you can actually see what's inside it, I feel like for me personally, it will kind of ruin it if I take out the content, if that makes sense. So that's the first one. The next one I've got, to be honest, I don't think these will actually work. So I had things like this as a child and they never worked, but for me I just thought it was so cute for £1. But it's actually these, which are stick-on earrings. Now literally they just stay on, you know, they're like stickers basically, and they obviously just stick them on, but I can't imagine them staying on for long. So personally I just like that because I thought it was like a very cute packaging. On there you've got you've got Cinderella, you've got a rose, you've got little birds, so you've got the glass slipper, oh, you got the clock on there, you've got the carriage as well. So I think that's really cute, but I just think personally that's not going to stay on your ears, though possibly, because I have seen some before where they're for your nails, where you stick them obviously on your nail and then you put a top coat on to kind of keep it on there. So you could actually use these for your nails because they're small enough, so you don't have to use them for your ears, and I think you get more use out of them if you did that as well. And then the last thing I'm going to talk about, which was from Poundland, they have had a few different varieties of these ones. So yet again, they had one range. So for example, they had one range that had one design on it, and then they brought out a new one. I'm not actually going to use these yet again, I love the packaging, but it's these ones. So these are fake eyelashes. So this is the new range that they brought out. So I just show you the aerial one. So the aerial ones, that's the old range. So I've got a few in this style, which has obviously got a simple design, the princess there, and then the lashes there. And then the new one's a little bit more decorative. So like I said, I've got a few of those, but they stopped doing these ones now. But yet again, you can probably get these ones on eBay. And these ones are the new ones, so these are the most recent ones that I got. They did have a few other ones, but every time I kept going back, they just had these, so I guess different stores have different ones. It's one of those things that I do really like the design on this one, so it's more of like a pencil design that I like, and yet again it's the new design rather than the old one that they've got. And if I remember rightly, all the princesses have different style lashes. For example, these are quite thin, whereas for example like the Ariel ones, they're quite thick ones, so every princess has a different lash. But I just thought they were really cute as well. Like I said, I really like the packaging. I'm not going to open these, I'm not going to use them, even though I wear fake eyelashes anyway. I just think that's so nice, I just don't want to use it. For £1, I don't really mind them being in my collection. So that's it for Cinderella. Like I said, I don't really have a lot of Cinderella things just because she's not my favourite, but I do feel like if the packaging's pretty enough, then I kind of have it because I like the packaging more so than I like Cinderella, if that makes sense. I have nothing against her. If she's your favourite, then that's great. It's just she's not my personal favourite. Anyone that knows me knows that Belle is my favourite character. Some of you might not like Belle. I'm not offended. Everyone's going to get their favourite character. It's just for me, I think Snow White and Cinderella are kind of like my least favourite. I think that is it. Right, so time for the giveaway now. So if you're new to my channel, what the giveaway is you get to pick any picture from my Facebook page. It comes A4 canvas and it's free P&P. So all you have to do to enter is to like and subscribe to this YouTube channel, go over to my Facebook page and like that, and then follow me on Instagram and I'll follow you back as well. So when you've done all that, if you like to put in the comments that you've done that, so I know to enter you into the competition. So when I get to 200 subscribers, I'll pick 3 of you at random, and like I said, you get pick any picture you like. As I say, if you want to buy any of my pictures, you can, all of them for sale. If you want to know prices or obviously international things, obviously it will cost more for me to send internationally. So at the moment it's free in P&P in the UK, but if you want it international, there will be a cost, unfortunately. But yeah, just message me if you're interested in any. If you want to like bulk buy, that kind of thing, I can do discounts for you if you're buying more than one. So just message. So like I said, you can buy them or you can try and win one. But like I said, when I get to 200 subscribers, that's when I pick you, and then I'll do like a winners video. Ruben started to do his own videos as well, so he's got his own playlist on this channel called Disney for Dudes. He's only done one video at the moment, which is the Pirates of the Caribbean one. So he's going to try and do one every 2 months. And also I've got a few friends who've done takeover videos as well. So my stepdad's done one, so he did kind of like a funny one where like he wasn't really paying attention, he wasn't really taking it seriously, well obviously with some of the characters. And then my friend Tom, he actually did a Star Wars one, so obviously he brought some Star Wars ones around and he was talking about that. My favourite one of that was actually the BB-8, so if you've not seen that video then please go check those out as well. And then my friend Lucy, she's going to do one in the next couple of weeks, so I won't tell you what it is yet, but there might be a spoiler on one of my vlogs, because obviously I do behind the scenes for that. And I think that's it, so I'm gonna go eat more cake, and I'll see you next time. Later days.